Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started.
And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You talk about this Miami defense.
It's quite a unit. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Chop 60. 18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick. Hut.
Looking to throw. Barnhart.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
They'll run on first down with Wright.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Wright.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Bgmcleod.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Bgmcleod able to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Achane
With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The Falcons had 6 and 9 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go. Here we go. Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Jalen Phillips.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Brown. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Aguirre.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Barnhart.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Go!
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. There on the tackle, Cam Smith. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Set. Go!
Back to throw. Barnhart. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Street! Street! Tracking 60!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Roll! 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 Check! Check!
Robinson on a give right side.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Barnhart.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Rocco 80. Rig it. Hut, hut.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ready up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
In motion right is Robinson. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Finding space at the 40.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And finally brought down at the 43. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Running left, H.M. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Check, 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 check.
Again, it's H.M.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up, creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Out of the gun now on third down. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz,
42 yards.
and the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
And how about that for just running out the clock? The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Pioneer. Go.
Back to throw. Barnhart. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? A gain of 37.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. Barnhart.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Miami Fairbairn set to kick off.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
Now a 2nd and 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now they'll shift things around.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Second down and 4. Now a give, running left is right.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll try and run for this with Wright.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
This now a 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
2nd and 9 now. They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now the try here for the point after. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barnhart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Barnhart. Man open is Robinson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. A nice throw from the 3rd-round pick. It gets him a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 21. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Barnhart being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready, set, go.
Back to throw. Barnhart firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
Because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, 1st down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick-6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Back to throw again.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Trap 60. Come on, set.
Looking to throw. Barnhart. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Pioneer.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Barnhart.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Shaw. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Looking to throw. Barnhart. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Achane on the counter.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second and 5. Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 30 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Well, that late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the 4th quarter, and Charles' undefeated team once again looking sharp in this ball game.
And how about what they've done on offense? Because prior to this game, we didn't expect this offense to play as well as what we've seen in this one. They decided to jump out there and jump up with the rest of the team and help preserve their undefeated status.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Second and 1 now from the 21.
Go! Go!
They'll look to throw here. Robinson's got it. Fights through him. Escapes the defender. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Ready? 18 Rattler, 79 Bronco. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go now. Warriors 70. 19 Lion. Buffalo 18.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 range. 70 range. Trap 60. Trap 60. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Barnhart.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami,
they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.